Hi, in this video we're going to take you through how to use the driver payroll module in Indecab. So there are 5 parts to using the driver payroll module. First, setting the timing for early start allowance and late night allowance in the business settings. Second, adding in salary and driver allowance details in the My Drivers section of the masters. Third, managing driver attendance. Fourth, downloading and creating salary statements. Fifth, creating a detailed salary export. So let's get started. So first, let's go to the business settings and set the timing for your early start allowance and the late night allowance. Scroll past allowances and you'll find 2 options for early start time and late end time. So as you can see here, I've set the early start time as 6 a.m. and the late end time as 11 p.m. So if the duty starts before 6 a.m., the early start allowance would be calculated automatically, and if it ends after 11 p.m., it would be calculated automatically as well. Once you're done, scroll to the bottom and click on Save Changes. Next, let's go to the Masters and the My Drivers section. And let's look at this specific driver named Gaurav Khan as an example. So I'll click on Gaurav Khan, and I've already added in the salary and allowance details, but you can do that by clicking on Edit, scrolling down, and you can add in the details here. Now you'll notice 2 sections for salary. One is salary per month and the second is daily wages. Now you use salary per month if you pay your drivers a lump sum amount per month, or if you pay them per day, you can add the daily amount over here. Next is the timings for allowances. If you for overtime allowance, you can set the total number of hours after which your driver would get allowances here. So after 10 hours, if your driver gets an allowance, you can enter 10 hours here. Or if you have specific working hours like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., whatever they could be, you could enter those timings here, before which and after which your driver allowance OT overtime would be calculated. There are a lot of options below as well to add in different types of allowances and the amounts that you pay your drivers. Whatever applicable to your business, you can add in those amounts here. Once you're done, scroll to the bottom and click on Save. Next, let's go to the Operations menu and click on Driver Payroll. And go to the top right, click on Attendance. Now for the same driver, let's search for the driver here, Gaurav Khan, and let's look at the month of July. Now what you can do is you can manually add in driver attendance details by clicking on the buttons here or changing something, or you can directly go to this gear icon here and click on attendance from duty. So what the system will do is it will pick up the early start allowance, the in time and the out time based on the duty timings. So if I just click on attendance from duty, it will pick up what days and what timings the driver was present and absent. After that, once that's done, let's go back to the driver payroll module. Gaurav Khan has already been selected in the filter. Let's select July as the month and click on Export Report. Download statement, and you'll get a PDF statement with all the salary calculations complete. What was the basic salary based on the number of days the driver has worked, any billing items for that toll and parking or any other billing items that the driver has paid for, what are the allowance calculations, any overtime hours that he's been paid for, any fuel that he's paid for, and the cash that you've given him throughout the month. So this is like a consolidated statement for all the different things the driver has done over the month. Now if you want a specific detailed report, you can go to the duties section. In the same way, add in the driver name in the filter, click on Export, select Completed and Billed, add in the date range of July, and select whatever columns you want in that export. I've created export profile called driver salary, which you can do as well, so that all the columns I want are automatically selected. If you want a PDF, click on download statement. If you want an Excel sheet, click on export. That's it. So this concludes the video on how to use the driver payroll module. If you have any other questions, you can click on the question mark at the top right and chat with us directly, or you can email us at support@indecab.com. Thanks for watching.